What's up, everybody? Danny Wilson from MotorWitch Industries here with another Hot Bike Tech Tips issue. In the past, we've talked about cam installs and kind of went into the meat and potatoes of actually doing it step by step. In this video, we're going to talk about just some tech tips that's going to make the job easier for you if you're intending to do it yourself. I'm going to be doing some of these tech tips on this engine that I'm in the process of bench building, and I'm going to do a couple tech tips on a motor that's in the frame here, so that you can kind of get a better idea of what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. All right, so a lot of times you're going to be doing a bolt-in cam, which means that you don't have to change the valve springs or get up into the rocker boxes at all. That being the case, you're going to cut the push rods out with bolt cutters, not with any kind of a saw or anything like that, bolt cutters. So to do that, we're going to pull the keeper off. We're going to slip the push rod tube up. We got to get in there with bolt cutters and cut that push rod. As you can see, not a whole lot of room there with the throttle body in the way. So here's the tech tip. Once you're at this point, there's only 3 bolts holding the outside of the throttle body on. So if you pull the throttle body off by just removing these 3 bolts, you give yourself way more access to get in here to make your cut. And also, when you get down to adjusting your push rods, it's a lot easier to do it without that throttle body facing the way. So now that we've got that out of the mix, it's very easy to slip your bolt cutters in there and cut the push rod out, allowing you to then get down here to your lifters. All right, so now we've cut all 4 of our push rods out and we've removed our tappet covers, which brings us to our next tech tip. These are the factory keepers that are designed to keep the tappet from spinning so that the wheel stays clocked on the cam correctly. These are made out of plastic, so tech tip 1 is replace them. S&S makes one that's made out of billet that obviously, being metal, isn't going to flex or get hot and get out of shape. But the real tech tip here is these bolts are notoriously weak. So unfortunately, there's really not a mechanical way that I can tell you to test for this, but when you put a tool on it, if it feels really tight, put some heat on it, because what happens is you'll spin the head off of that bolt, and then you're going to be in the hurt locker because it's very difficult to get them out without damaging the crankcases. So what you want to do is take a torch and apply some heat to the crankcase right there. You're going to melt that cuff more than likely, but what the heat is going to do is break down the thread locker, and it's also going to swell the aluminum in the crankcase, which is going to make the bolt a looser fit. It's going to get all smoky and weird. Don't worry about it. Now we put a little bit of heat to it. Gently back that bolt out. You'll feel a very noticeable difference in how much resistance it takes to get the bolt to back out. And it's always a good idea when you're going back together to run a tap through this hole first, because there's usually a lot of Loctite on these bolts. And that's part of what causes the problem. It's not a real strong fastener and it's got an excessive amount of Loctite on it. So once you get that out, without burning your fingers, you can then pull that plastic cuff off and remove your tappets.